Have you ever heard the chilling story of the Gilgo Beach women, discovered back in 2010? It's a case that feels like it's straight out of a horror movie, but it happened right on the shores of Long Island, New York. It all began in December of that year. Police were searching for a missing woman named Shannon Gilbert, but what they found instead was something far more sinister. Along a desolate stretch of Ocean Parkway, they uncovered the remains of 4 other women: Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Amber Costello, Megan Waterman, and Melissa Barthelemy. They would become known as the Gilgo Four. The scene was deeply unsettling. 3 of the women were found wrapped in burlap, almost like packages, discarded along the marshy landscape. This single detail sent a shiver through the community and the investigators working the case. Who would do something so cold, so methodical? These weren't just victims. They were treated like objects, left to the elements by the side of a highway. The discovery raised a terrifying question. Was there a serial killer hunting on Long Island? Detectives dove headfirst into the lives of the 4 women. They soon realized all 4 had worked as online escorts, a dangerous profession that put them in vulnerable situations. As they sifted through digital records and phone data, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. A single, recurring client seemed to connect them. This wasn't just a coincidence. It was a lead, a breadcrumb trail that investigators hoped would lead them to the killer. Back at the crime scene, forensic teams combed the area for clues. They found tiny, almost unnoticeable tire tracks in the sand near where the bodies were left. It was a small detail, but potentially a huge break. Meanwhile, investigators spoke to residents in the quiet, nearby communities. For years, the case went cold. The families of the Gilgo Four waited for answers, the community lived in fear, and the killer remained a ghost. Then, more than a decade later, a suspect was finally arrested and charged in connection with some of the murders. It felt like a breakthrough, a moment of justice long overdue. But the story doesn't end there. Here's the twist that keeps this case so haunting. The initial search that uncovered the Gilgo Four eventually led to the discovery of several other sets of human remains along that same stretch of highway. Among them was an unidentified victim, known only as Asian Doe. While an arrest has been made, these other cases remain unsolved. The marsh, it seems, is still keeping names. It makes you wonder what other secrets are buried out there. This all happened on Long Island. Where are you from? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this story compelling, please like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.